Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go. Ready? Watch the run. Switch. He's checking. Cracks. Hey, alert three. Motion. Check. Lucky.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch. Watch the twitch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Tackle. Check three. Check nine.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Get
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Wait. 36. 36. Squeeze, double. Watch 36.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. That's caught by Trey Quinn. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey, ready? Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes, but he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
36 to Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I know he ain't got it. Hey, pass him.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check four, check four.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Sponge. No. Showing up. Shift.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
No. 49, check 49. Slam.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got Thompson here, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Check 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Tight dog.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Kill.
Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on third down. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, tank. Go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yeah. Ricky. Hey. Watch twist. Check.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. 180! Sunday! Don't get nervous. Kill. He's coming. We got double up. Watch out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tight right. We got 4.
Throwing is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Solid. Check 43. Check. Crunch. Rip. Check.
Now Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. Check 56. Watch the curl. Hey, switch gears.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 37. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Set, ready. 10, touchdown. 61. Match box. 10. Right, 10.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right here. 56.
Hey, Rip 5-2, out here.
Snap coming at 1. Now wins. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, empty.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
5-9.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike.
Winston throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
36. Line 36. Target. Slam. Go. Slam. Switch. Same.
2nd down, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd down.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Quit talking about it and bring it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Jim. Shit. Kill.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Barnett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Hey, watch it. Check 31.
Lefty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
Go. Bleeding!
Check 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check it.
Sunday!
Watch it. Alert 3.
Ram!
Out. Watch the edge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
You just block me. Big ass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, moved the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Here we go. 120!
Check 55 for Mike. Let's go, team. Let's go. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Kick the edge. Come. Check. Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check. Check. 48's the mic. Hey, 48's the mic. Watch the screen.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And he's got room. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
56 the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Game situation. Let's go. Joker, 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 joker.
Hey, stand. 46 down, man. 5-4.
56.
Wentz now on first down.
Second time, defense. Let's go.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now Wentz. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 1st down, Thompson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 the mic. Not today, you are.
Now it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you.
Again, a run with Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, T, let's all right, T. Switch.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Go. Go. Hey, look for you.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Let's get off the field.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Geis going right. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
It's just me. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
I'm coming. He's checking. Crash.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And an alley to run. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Check. Lucky. Cover. Hey, one set.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
SOS. Switch it.
Here we go with Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
36 to Mike.
Throwing now is Haskins. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Hopkins' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
I got you, boy. Check.
37. 2-0.
55. Mike, 55.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. A gain there of 21 yards. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
In your face. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. No chance. Mike 36. Mike 36. 36. Pull it. High. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You go tight. You got tight. Yup, go.
Now it's Haskins. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route, that's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Bandit. Watch 36. Go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
You ain't doing nothing today. Bang, 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 bang.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. And come on. Coming up to you.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hey. Watch 36.
Haskins to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Now a run with Geis. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.